America, I got news you're gonna want to hear. Jack Smith just filed a superseding indictment against Donald Trump for his alleged role in trying to subvert the legitimate results of the 2020 presidential election. You probably remember that very recently the Supreme Court in this decision stated that the President of the United States is absolutely immune from prosecution for certain acts, while other acts are covered by a presumed immunity, and it's up to the prosecutor to show that that immunity does not apply. And that decision obviously threw a wrench in the case built by the prosecution against Trump. Or did it? Because Jack Smith just convinced a brand new jury that the indictment should be pursued. And he did so by basically keeping the same charges in place, but explaining those charges from a different perspective that fulfills the requirements of the Supreme Court. Essentially, what Smith is saying is, yes, the President of the United States enjoys a presumption of immunity. But when Donald Trump acted, he did so not as the President of the United States, but as a common citizen who was running for president. Any action Trump took in his capacity as President of the United States were removed from the indictment. Conversations he had with the Justice Department, gone. What is left is any action that he took, for example, through his campaign, which is not part of the president's office, not part of any cabinet. When Trump was talking to campaign staffers, he was doing so as a private citizen, not as the President of the United States. Those famous posts on Twitter, those were published under his own name. He was speaking as Donald Trump, not as President of the United States. All of those lawsuits that were filed in an attempt to find missing votes where he was caught on several lies, the new indictment frames those actions as the actions of Trump the candidate, not Trump the President of the United States. Now, I must point out, I don't see a path anywhere that would allow this case to go to trial before November, which means that if Trump wins in November, no matter how strong this case is, he could just direct the DOJ to pull the plug on the whole thing. And that's why, no matter what the decision of the court will be, you get to decide whether this case will see its day in court. You get to do it in November. America, do your thing.